Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Sulk stream. I am your host, the Incredible Sulk. I hope you guys are doing good. Tuesday, another day, and the week keeps on. Is it Tuesday? For God's sake, everything just melts together. I have no idea. It doesn't matter. I'll just do this until I'm dead, and yeah. At least there's gonna be some sort of record of how fucking crazy I was. Anyways, thanks for coming. Tonight we're talking about fight clubs. Not like the movie with Tyler Durden and such, but you know, blood and where people go to backyards and fight each other, and like, you know, people die and stuff, and it is very illegal to have a fight club, by the way. That's why they have them underground. So if you want to start a fight club, let me know. I'm not a snitch. I ain't no snitch, okay? I'm not gonna tell anybody, but I will be taking bets, and the odds will, I'm gonna win regardless. So and you can live stream them. What are they gonna do? We're gonna make a ton of money, you guys. We're gonna make a ton of money off of blood sports, and I'm excited. I'm stoked. You and me, we're gonna do this together. Anyways, yeah, let's get started. Had some technical issues, so I ran a little bit late, but like by a minute. Grumble. What are you gonna do? Anyways, get comfy, get cozy, get all those things that you need, like your sutures and your bandages and your NyQuil. I imagine they drink a lot of NyQuil. And bring your cauliflower ear and your wraps. You know the wraps? Maybe one of your speed bags. You got a speed bag? You got one of those? I don't. I have no need for them. I'm too quick for the speed bag. Can you believe it? Can you believe that? Too quick for it. The damnedest thing. Anyways, get a bottle of something nice. Get someone you like. Maybe just sit there and be quiet and alone. That's cool too. No, I'm not here to judge. If you're working, keep working. If you're driving, keep driving. Or whatever. I'm the Incredible Sulk. This is the Sulk stream. That was a weird change. That was a weird vibe change. I was waiting for a certain thing, but then it just kind of, it threw me for a loop. Is this the whole show going to be like this? It doesn't matter. This is the Sulk stream, and this is called Street Kings. Wrong button. It will be. By the way, can we just enjoy how magical England has become? This is England. This is England. That's England. Good job, JD, if you're here. Good job, JD. Let's watch. I know it's not JD's fault, but I'm gonna blame him anyway. I don't care.
There is a growing phenomenon of underground fight clubs exploding across the UK.
Thank you, Ardenshire.
These
Background
operate
noises
outside
first.
the licensing of boxing
David.
authorities, making them part of the unregulated fight scene, and also happen under the radar of the police.
Under the radar.
Where life-changing injuries and even deaths.
Oh! I know we just started this, but hold on. I gotta watch that
Of the
again.
police.
Come on, let's go.
That was
Where life-changing
devastating.
injuries and even deaths.
Kaboom! Holy shit, dude. That could not have been. That was shit. That was terrible. I have
The
to
fight
watch
club
this
scene
though.
is secretive and fragmented, but our investigation has found that in the last year,
Oh
there were on
shit.
average more than 300 ground fights every week in the UK.
What do you guys think? You think I could be good in Fight Club? I think I could be good in Fight Club. I think I'd be really good in Fight Club. And you know, I might do it. Honey, you don't understand. I have the bloodlust, you know, and and I'm well built. So I mean, why not? These muscles ain't just for looking.
I understand.
I mean, they look good, but I can use them. This isn't synthol. This ain't synthol.
They don't jiggle.
They don't. Well, synthol is like hard and like shiny and stuff, and it's
Looks like it jiggles.
it looks like somebody like, when a garden hose like splits the line, but then the rubber inside kind of like bulges out. That's what synthol looks like. It's not a muscle.
It looks like a lipoma.
It's lipoma-esque. It's lipoma-esque, but it's not a muscle. So these big synthol guys with all their bumps, because they're not muscles, they can't lift anything, which is pretty funny.
But what is clear is the huge online following these clubs have gained, making YouTube stars of both fighters and organisers.
Making the big bucks.
Yeah, you gotta make it
After
somehow.
months of negotiations, we have gained unprecedented access into two very different fight clubs.
Hello?
To uncover what's driving these men.
Someone's going to be getting their head stomped into that tomorrow. It's intense, man.
And the risks they are willing to take to reach the top.
You need to go in there thinking, right, I could.
So you gotta fight in the puddle? Is it like the alpha male? Is this a Fight Club training where they gotta fight in a puddle? I'm not like knocking it. I just don't see why.
Die here, so I'm either going to get ready to die or ready to kill someone.
Welcome to Fight Club.
We're gonna watch some people die, I guess.
Monkey.
It's the Sulk stream, so if somebody doesn't die every episode, I mean one of you, there's a sacrifice each episode to keep everyone else frosty and on their toes.
Union Rem Diz,
very
known as
important.
Rems, is the organizer of King
Is
of
it
the
you?
Ring, which
Are
has
you
attracted
next?
30 million views on YouTube.
Think
Rems
about
has
it.
embraced the growing profile of his fight.
David says synthol is like fake tits, but not as cool. No. So fake tits, they've been faking tits since in time in memoriam. They've been faking tits for a long time. They've basically mastered that art form. Now, when you get older and like the rest of your body is degrading severely, and you still have like AAA rated tits, it looks suspicious. It looks extremely suspicious. So that's the problem. If you're like young and good, then yeah, but at no point synthol looks good. I've never seen somebody take synthol responsibly. It's all for aesthetics, and it just makes you puffy, dude. It doesn't do anything. Just run normal steroids, for God's sakes.
And has allowed our cameras behind
Testosterone
the scenes
or
to prepare
something.
for one of his biggest events to
Will you get oil? I don't even think it's synthol a lot of the time. I think these Indian guys are like injecting like used canola oil from like the restaurant fryers that, well, they're just throwing it away anyway, so might as well inject it into my arm, my bicep. And then they constantly smell like not chicken, but some sort of potato product. I don't know a lot about Indian food.
date with 13 showdowns
Hey,
on
thought.
the bill.
Probably ASAP, bro. Soon as you can.
Has anyone ever shot synthol into their dick? What do you think, Thought? What do you think? Yes? Do you think yes? Because I think yes.
Get everything.
I think, yeah.
And done everything.
And then for some reason their dick just looks buff. How does your dick look buff? It's just got a bunch of bumps. That doesn't look buff, man. It looks like you need to go to the doctor. You know you can get your biceps amputated if you do synthol wrong. If you like over inject synthol into your, they'll take your arms off. And then you'll just have this, and they'll be like, cut, which is cool. But they'll take your arms off, and then you're not lifting anything. So imagine, you're sitting there in the gym locker room, injecting synthol into your penis, like right in the tip. And this no-arm guy walks in. And he did that. That was the synthol guy. He just walks in and stuff like that. And you're like, what are you doing here? And he's like, leg day. And then you're like, oh, yeah. Yeah. No, you don't want to do synthol on your wiener. It just seems like a bad call. Synthol in general is a bad call. But in your wiener, I'm tacking on mass. No, man, you're not. It's just weird. It's gonna look like you crap the front of your pants.
Single month is like ridiculous. Straighten on yourself.
David Thorup says Cypionate for orthopedic injuries. I think you're thinking of Decadurabolin for orthopedic. Cypionate is just an ester of testosterone. So Decadurabolin is good for orthopedic injuries.
So
I'm pretty
if
sure.
that one thing doesn't get sorted, that's a wage.
Thought says, love that filled diaper look. Some women find it irresistible. Women are just as weird as guys. Like, there's a lot of sick freaks out there, right? But they also come in female flavors. That's pretty cool. That's all I'm saying.
And,
it's not weird and gross when, like, women do it. That's what I'm saying. What? No, it is. It is still weird and gross. It is, but for some reason, women don't, they're not, like, punished for it in the same way. You always see school teachers banging, like, their pupils and stuff and getting away scot-free. And then everybody in the media or everybody is like, oh, where were all these hot teachers when I was a kid? Which is a fair question. Did they start hiring hot teachers in like 2010? Was that when they started doing it? Because when I was a kid, there was no hot teachers, man. There was a bunch of lesbians, and there was like some weak-wristed gay guys for sure. But no hot ones. No. Mm-mm. When I was younger in elementary school, there would be big fat ones. No hot ones. Unfortunately.
You know what I mean? The show has to go
Bad
on
luck?
regardless.
Or good luck, is it? I don't know.
It's the day before the event, and Remzi's picking up the ring from his mum's garden, where it all began.
David says, gotta do the sip if you do Deca. Well, that's true. You shouldn't just run Deca. Like, just Deca, because that's not... Your dick's not gonna work. Deca dick, it's a real thing.
Mouse, who's been there from day one.
How you doing? You alright? This was the corner. We always used to have to tape because one side would never. We had to bolt them in it. And one of the things.
This was like the only.
Thought says you can have an embolism easily. You said emboli. I just assumed you meant embolism, unless emboli is a real thing. Yeah, I think you could probably embolize pretty easily if you shot a bunch of synthol into your wiener. But I mean, you could do that on a lot of things.
Level bit here.
Literally.
I'm just saying, give it a shot. Just 1 or 2 vials straight into the nuts. Not the wiener, just the nuts. So you have a big old ball bag. It's like a tether ball, right? It's just hanging from your wiener. And it gets beaten like one too.
I mean, you had everybody
For
around
sure.
the back of there.
Everyone there.
I want to see some blood. Let's go,
People
guys.
there on the shed and
yeah,
that,
next
watching
door.
from the windows.
Mate,
You remember my man's arm come out of place in here?
all my days.
Thought you're correct. Embolus is singular for emboli. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh,
arm
his
popped
shoulder
out.
come, his arm come out of his shoulder, didn't it? And then we stopped the fight. We put it back in. We said to him, "Yo, do you want to fight still?" He's like, "Yeah, sound." Went back out there, threw a jab, and his arm come out again.
Oh,
Oh,
mate,
it
it's like,
was-
bro, you're gonna have to stop because people are putting their lives on the line, so to speak. So yeah, I'm always worried, but there's only so much I can do.
I feel like
After
the
they've said,
British
yeah, we'll
don't
fight.
enunciate their words all that well. Maybe that's just a class issue, right? And you go down to like the fancy part of London, and they're speaking very eloquently. But most of England, it sounds like very guttural, and they're trying to execute as few syllables as possible to get their point across. Is that just me? I mean, they're difficult to understand. And I really hate the joke when it's all like, this is English when it's pronounced correctly. I'm like, you can suck a fucking dick. How about that? You pansy little fairy.
Time the waiver.
Every time.
Just mad to think,
Every
how
time.
much it's changed, man.
Yeah.
It's growing, getting bigger.
As well as building a viral brand, Rems also
Got the
sees
battle
King of the Ring
ropes.
as a place where young people can settle their beef away from the streets.
I mean, that's perfectly acceptable. I know this is all a crime and like a very serious crime. But you know, if dudes have an issue and they want to fight, they should be allowed to fight. It's called mutual combat, and it's legal in a few states. Weirdly enough, Washington being one of them, where mutual combat, you can challenge a guy to a fight, and if he accepts, even if the cops are there, they're going to be like, all right, do it. Do it. And then you guys beat the shit out of each other. Rad. That's awesome. That's exactly how it should be. You know, I wouldn't mind if they brought back like pistol duels, like pistols at dawn. That'd be cool too. Yep. There'd be a lot more dead guys around. Because people would do it all the time. Right? All the time.
Put down your knife and use your left and right. Use your left and right. Put down the knife. I'm just going to take a quick minute of silence for everyone that's lost their life to knife crime in the past 6 months.
Okay. What the hell is this? What is this guy? That's a weird looking dude. Yeah, a lot of people get stabbed in England because they don't have guns. They should get guns. It's a lot easier to shoot somebody than it is to stab somebody. But if that's like a cultural thing for them and they want to stab each other, you know, who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? Now you're like, you're cutting off the tips, right? So now it's a knife, technically, but it's just kind of sharp at the edge, but it's not that sharp. It's a lot of like play school stuff. Do they make it out of plastic? Is it the knives that they give you in like preschool? You know how scissors are like, they can't cut your finger? That's what everybody in Britain gets. Instead of having anything actually useful. Their bushes are out of control. They can't do anything. Because people stab each other with knives too much. And it's not the native Britons. It's not the white Britons. Okay? They're not the ones going around stabbing everybody. I think we know that's the case, right? I think everybody knows exactly what's going on. It's not the ginger kid that's like, finally, I have this machete. I'm going to go hack up a shopkeep. No, that's not the case. Bo, we're not allowed to say that, right? So let them fight. Let them fight. I really don't. What's the problem with them fighting? You let them stab each other to death on the reg.
When I was growing up, fighting was the way out. If you was a fighter, you was literally the toughest guy. You got the guy that carried a knife, he's a sausage. And why is he carrying it? He's a muppet.
Salt Dumpster says losers get seed oil dick shot. Yeah. Just old fryer oil. That's what it is. It's just old fryer oil. And then they, you know, there's like your chicken tendies and stuff like that. And when they throw that out, it goes two places. It goes to a hippie's biodiesel van and some muscle jerks penis injections. Yeah, that's where it goes. You know, reuse, reduce, and recycle. So, yeah, that can't be healthy for you. It just can't be healthy. You're going to get your dick chopped off. And then what are you going to do? Act like you don't have your dick chopped off? That's not possible.
If I can make boxing and fighting become a thing of like, wow, yo, we've got that in our city. Or you need to tell them to, don't do no madness, go and settle it there, that's sick. We'll all go and watch it, it'll be mint, that.
No, I've had the blade pulled out on me before, mate. I ran off straight away.
Mate, too right.
As soon as you see it, bro.
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit,
See you tomorrow, yeah?
Bye, mate.
Rems frequently changes fight locations, and this month...
Yeah, it's an underground fight club. Background noise says legally cops have to play the Mortal Kombat theme if they are present. That would be cool. That'd be cool. I mean, I think they have to break it up if it gets to a certain point where, like, one guy is beating another guy to death. I think then the cops are going to interfere and be like, no, you can't kill him, but the fight's over. So they have to play some sort of referee role. But as long as one of them doesn't die or has any serious hospitalizing issues, then I think it's legal. There's limits to it. There's definitely limits to it. You can't beat somebody to death, but you can If he agrees and you agree and you want to go at it, then you're perfectly allowed to do that. And it happens so often. It happens all the time. Unlike stupid Texas street fights where a bunch of people just start going all ape shit on each other, just chimp out, and then start snatching weaves and stuff, and then there's like 30 people in it. No, it has to be one-on-one. Gang rules don't count, all right? So this is actually a legit system. This is a good system that I think we should employ. When we do our island, if there's disputes, there will be maybe not mortal combat, but trial by combat for sure. Trial by combat. And then I'll sit in a big chair and I'll do this. I don't know. If I want to kill you, I'll kill you. You know? So whatever. I'll have snipers on my right. And I'll be like, yep, do it. I lost a bet. I thought that one was going to win. But that one won, so kill him. Yeah, I'm betting on my own cult fights. And yes, it is rigged.
Taking over this local car yard for the first time.
Super rigged.
He's like the first unit, innit?
The first unit?
Yeah, but he's not cleared it still.
Thought says I'm surprised women aren't injecting synthol under the lips. What's the difference? What is the difference? What are they injecting there? Sand? What goes into lips? What goes into lips? What goes in there? What goes in there? Corn oil or some oobleck, a non-Newtonian kind of fluid thing where like the harder you hit it, like the harder it is, but if you just kind of poke it, your finger sinks in. Is that what it is? I don't know. I'm not a plastic surgeon. I don't plan on becoming one. But it is a fascinating profession, right? It is, and they do make a good amount of money. Yeah, and you know you can put tits anywhere. You don't need to just put them on your chest. You can put them on your back. You can put it on your knees and stuff. They have that tech. You know, they have that technology. And there has been bets, I think, in English pubs or something like that, where a guy has lost and he had to like, it was a weird bet. He had to like have breast implants and have them for a year. And he lost, and then he got breast implants, and then he had them for like a year. And I imagine that ruined his life. Like you seriously lost a bet. You just sit there with your tits. It's so fucking ridiculous. You wear a jacket or something, right? Layer, lots of layers.
From there, be from there, past here.
Hey, JD.
To here, level this point, and even if it does go down a bit here, we're still sweet. Yo, it's your boy Remdiz. Back with another banger for you. Welcome to King of the Ring, UK.
We're watching Fight Clubs. Read the fucking title. Nah. Read the fucking title.
We get it cracking. First fight is step in. I can feel it, might be good.
You look like plankton. You're getting sent straight back to the chum bucket.
Ooh,
bro.
look at this tough guy.
You cocky
Okay, that African one looked scary.
naive little twig.
We need to go again, me and you.
Okay. The farmer with like the ring of hair, the like perfect ring of hair, just kind of framing his face. He might be pretty strong. You don't know, right? He might look goofy and like not be able to read and shit like that, but those are the ones you have to be afraid of. I bet he can I bet he's strong, dude. Like real, like farm boy strong.
Get your mouth shut.
Wanna snap your jaw, bro?
Not this guy. No. You look like a traffic cone.
Your beard's flying off with it.
One of the fighters
Like one of the weaker traffic cones, though.
Rems is hoping will increase views is 21-year-old plasterer Brandon, who spends more time practicing his call-out videos than he does training for his fight.
Anybody want to be my hype man? You know, like Flavor Flav is a hype man, and he doesn't rap or anything like that, but when like the main guys come out, he gets like everybody excited. Anybody into that? Thought? You doing anything?
Are you ready?
You want to be my hype man?
I was supposed to fight you.
Hey, Rick.
And you pulled out. You're a wet lettuce, bro.
You're a wet lettuce, bro.
What's doing about?
You're a wet lettuce, bro.
Don't forget to bring your quote on covers. Because we're getting it popping.
God, how fucking depressing would it... You live here and all you see is like red brick and then a gray sky and then just brown people. God, you'd be bummed out, dude. You'd be bummed out. I'd be bummed out. I'd be like, why am I still living here? Yeah, I'm English and like this is my home and you know my ancestors built this place, but like look at it. There's places I can go to and not spend 3 months on a boat. You know, I can hop on like an easy jet and be in Spain in like 2 hours. What am I doing here? Why am I here? This place is sad. I don't want to be here. That's what I would think if I was British.
And you're going to be sleeping.
You might have to stand a bit closer.
Only a much more staccato kind of thought process.
I was supposed to fight you, but you dropped out. Wet lettuce.
Wet lettuce.
We've got another opponent.
Wet lettuce.
We're going to get it cracking tomorrow.
Cracking.
Rems will be picking you up. First round knockout, I can guarantee it.
Yeah, that was
doubt.
Well, that one,
X for doubt in the chat, please.
That one.
X for doubt. Look at these chicken arms. I'm sorry. Look at these chicken arms. This chicken arms. Chicken arms. And then your Nike bros. God, there's some weak genetics in this group. Look at this guy's hair. You see that hair? You see? And then he's kind of pudgy and stuff like that. I look forward to watching this guy get his ass kicked, dude. And he will. He will bleed. He'll bleed red.
It's pretty big though, isn't it? Come on, man.
Holy shit, yeah, you're gonna get fucking... You're gonna get tuned up, bro. Look, this one's diabetic. He has a glucose monitor on the back of his arm. Do you see it? It's right there. He's a glucose monitor on the back. Yeah, this is the tough gang. Oh man, these are the Peaky Blinders. I still haven't seen that show. I heard it's good, and everyone's like, you gotta watch it. I still haven't watched it.
That shout's easy win. And muscles mean nothing. He's had one fight, one win. I've had 9 wins.
Knobstock says Bahama John is the best. Woohoo. Well, thanks, but again with the Bahama John, man, I don't know why. I wear a black t-shirt every night. Every night. And every day. And just all the time. Calling me Bahama anything, it doesn't make sense, bro.
I've had 9 wins. That's the sort of guy I am these days. I'm winning. I'm a winner.
Brandon is just one of many young people redefining.
Irish travelers do good, call out videos, and they can actually fight. I believe that. Dude, the Irish have been fighting in bars for like thousands of years. That's like how they reproduce. It's more of a fight than, you know, anything consensual. It's a struggle snuggle. Yeah, that's what the Irish are known for. Just getting absolutely shit blind drunk and then beating each other until one of them no longer moves. So they got those thick Irish skulls, right? You dig a pit. You dig 2 pits, right? And then you bury each one up to their waist, and they're like close. They're a couple feet apart, right? And then they just wail on each other until one just kind of like does that. And then the other one that's still alive wins. Mostly alive. There's a lot of dead brain cells in there, right? Especially because they were both like, they had like an entire bottle of whiskey each before they started. So I think that's part of the rules.
Finding themselves as fighters, thanks to the boom in UK underground clubs over the last 2 years. Our analysis has found the 3 most watched fight clubs have been viewed more than 51 million times, with an increase of 162% in the last year. This success has allowed Rems...
Can somebody find me one of these Fight Club videos? Can somebody, if you can't, that's fine.
...to run King of the Ring full-time, making up to £7,000 per video.
And I'm back with another banger for you. Season 3.
With more than 10 million views on TikTok, he has established himself at the top of the scene in the UK.
The fire didn't stop. It got bigger and bigger and bigger, and then boom, hit the 1 million views. It's like, wow. And then that now to date is on 4.9 million. So it's just like mind blown. Like that
making
gives
good
me
money.
The fire now. Even talking about it just makes me think, yes, let's
making good money.
Show.
Good for you, man.
Do you know
good
what I mean?
for
That's
you.
not my thing that I'm always chasing.
I have zero issue with this, right? He's letting these people fight. They want to fight. No one's a slave here. He's making good money off of it. He's providing work for people that probably don't have much work. So what's the problem? Why is this even illegal in the first place? I don't get that. Why is this illegal in the first place? Why do they have to why is it like underground street racing where you have to like pick a new spot? Street racing, I understand, could be an issue, right? Because there's like public property and innocents that could be hurt or killed. With this, that's not the case. Somebody chose to get in the ring, and if they get their brains knocked out, I don't even see that. I don't see that as a crime. You know? I don't see that as a crime. If I were to jump into like a wolf pit, and then would I get pissed off when I got eaten by wolves? You know what I mean? This is another thing for like, women don't really understand this, but like, men are responsible for getting robbed. If we get robbed, it's kind of our fault because we go into a place where we know people are robbing people and we're not like sufficiently armed, or something happens, like we get too drunk or we get pickpocketed or something like that. Regardless, it's our fault. When women do it, it's all like, well, why are there so many people robbing out there? Well, fucking stop. Like, why'd you put yourself in that situation in the first place? You know? Men don't get that sympathy. We can't just walk around the world free and be like, oh, nothing's going to happen no matter where I go simply because I'm a man. All right? I am impervious to all things that may happen to me. Simply, I'll walk through the rhinoceros exhibit at the zoo. Nothing can happen to me because I'm a man. It doesn't make sense, you know? But women have this idea, if like I walk in 32-degree weather in the skimpiest thing I could possibly think of, everything's going to be fine for me, no matter what. Yes, I'll sign your immigration. Yeah, more brown people in here. I don't know why I don't feel safe. Weird. The 19th Amendment was a severe mistake. It was a severe mistake. Yeah, if we could just pull that, you know, if it came down to abolishing the IRS or repealing the 19th, the two buttons, right? Repeal the 19th over and over again, right? Because the IRS is going to go anyway. But repeal the 19th right there. Boom, 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 boom. All day long. All day long.
All right, stop at the road. Stop. Let Dad get on.
And he has big ambitions for what King of the Ring can bring him and his family.
Obviously, we want the 2 cars, the 3 dogs, and the big mansion, but grand scheme of things, all I want, 2 houses, bought outright, paid for, and...
Gangster.
If I can do that kind of thing for us, do you know what I mean? That's the most I could ask for.
And while some critics...
Is he a black dad? Is he really black, though, or is he like one of those dark Egyptian types?
Besides those who profit from fight clubs, Rems believes that fighting is part of being a man. And that
he looks black, but he doesn't look sub-Saharan black. You know what I mean? They look different. I think the nose is much wider.
He is simply serving a need.
It's in our human nature. We're barbaric. We are. Men used to fight to settle stuff. Oh.
JD says Peaky Blinders is bang average. Watch Gamora, Sexy Beast, and The Gentleman instead. Probably not going to watch any of them, honestly. I just don't have time for that. But thanks for the suggestions.
That's my woman. You live with me.
Can anybody back up JD? Can anybody like narrow that down to like one other one I should watch? I don't want a bunch of options, you know? I don't... You know, when I go and I buy ice cream, and you have a million different flavors, I'm like, just give me the fucking chocolate. You know? You should have just stuck with the chocolate, the vanilla, and the strawberry. Why do you have to overcomplicate absolutely everything? Not just my time spending in your creamery, but also you're ordering and like hauling in these different drums of, oh, this is Rocky Road Delight, or this is Cherry Garcia. And then you just have a bunch of different ice creams. And I'm all like, wow, that's a lot of different ice creams. Chocolate, please. And then they're like, really? And then they get mad at you. They get mad at you because they just hauled in like 30 different flavors of ice cream that nobody wants. Mint and chip? No, I brushed my teeth earlier. Thanks. Rocky Road is pretty good, but that's mostly chocolate. You know, just narrow it down. I don't want to have to spend a bunch of time being like, oh, can I taste this one? And then I get a little spoon and, oh, that's nice. Oh, you try one, baby. Oh, and then she's like, oh, okay, I'll try that one. And these people are in front of me, by the way. These people are in front of me, and they have to taste every single one. And by the time they do, they're all like, I am full. And then they walk out without buying any ice cream. And then I get up to the counter, and before anything happens, I'm like, I'm not going to tip you. Chocolate, please. And then they're like, yeah. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You had to do all of that work just so people could have a bunch of free samples. I should have done the same thing, but I don't have the time. I don't have the time, all right? I'm a busy man. I got 2 kids, all right? Give me the ice cream. They don't know the difference. They don't know the difference, right? I could put any ice cream in front of them. They'd be happy. Just give it to me. Put it in a bowl, put it in a cone, put it in my hand, and I will walk out of here. 31 flavors. My God, dude. Seriously. You could cut that. You could cut it down to 3, and then everyone would be happy. You could let's go to 3 flavors. Perfect. It's not overcomplicated. I love that. Thank you. I have enough decisions to make in my life. I don't need 31 damn ice cream flavors. 3 is pushing it, right? You can get rid of strawberry, and then you have chocolate and vanilla, and then I will be happy. Only the weird gay ones come in and pick strawberry anyway. Just have chocolate and vanilla. 2 flavors. That's it. And then somebody comes in, and then they're all like, oh, can I try the chocolate on one of those little pink spoons and stuff like that? You're like, get the fuck out of here. You don't know what chocolate tastes like. You don't know it's chocolate ice cream. You've never had chocolate ice cream? Get out of my establishment. And then they leave the Cold Stone. And fuck you, Cold Stone. I don't want Kit Kat bars. I don't want a million things. Oh, look at it. It's so fun. And you put $1 in the jar and we sing. No. 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 No to all of that. No to all of that. Chocolate. Just give me the chocolate. Give me the chocolate. That's all I need. 2 flavors. That's all. Not even the 3. I was saying 3, but really that was me being inclusive. And I don't like being inclusive. I don't like people that are not like me. I don't like them at all. I just don't. And I'm not going to change. Ever. I'm never going to change. Have no plans to. If you come in and order strawberry, then I will drag you behind a truck. I don't want you in my town after sunset. Do you understand?
Oh, it's just our normal DNA and
Sorry,
within
I'm
us.
very passionate about ice cream. And overcomplicating things.
Which is how Brandon met his girlfriend, Ellie, after he knocked out her friend in one of Remzi's events last.
Ardenshire says, hey, Sulk, I replaced that faggot Brad Pitt with you in your DMs. What? What? What did you do?
Stop it. No.
What did you do to me?
I stole his girl. I'll have to thank Rams next time I see him. Cheers for that day, mate. I got a 2-second knockout on the girlfriend all of it.
A 2-second knockout. Let me look at my... Hold on, I gotta look at my DMs.
Do you know what makes me laugh? When you watch the video back, you can see everyone's reaction after it.
Yeah, that's the best bit for me.
Damn it,
that
dude.
makes me feel like I'm the best.
Damn it, dude. For some reason, I can't get onto send it to the Sulk stream off account. Because for some reason, I'm logged into that one right now.
In the room.
That's cool, though.
One
I like
of them
that.
hates
That's it. That's good. That fits.
it. And he's like, oh, I don't want you to
I
get
look
hurt.
good.
I don't want you to do it. But on the other
I
side,
look
of me, he's
good.
a bit like, ooh.
Well, you've not seen me get badly hurt yet, apart from that one time when I lost my vision in one of my eyes.
I mean, I've seen you lose your vision. I've seen you concussed, throwing up after the fights. So it's not.
Background noise says they never should have put mint in ice cream. Yeah. Duh. Yeah, they had ice cream. They knocked it out of the park with vanilla, and they should have just stuck with vanilla. Really, like, vanilla was good. Vanilla was all you needed. Vanilla was, that was it. That was it. And then they're all like, ooh, chocolate. And a lot of people were like, okay, I can get down with chocolate and stuff like that. But then strawberry comes walking down the road. I don't want any strawberry people in my town. I just don't, right? They're loud, they're flamboyant, they're over the top. They draw too much attention and focus. It's just, no strawberry people in my cult, okay?
Badly hurt, though.
It's not badly hurt, but it's not the best, because you got to think about, like, getting dementia and
Dementia.
Not bothered about all that.
Dementia.
I'd rather be in a hospital bed.
I'd rather be in a hospital bed.
Or more in the bank than...
Oh, you don't have any money in the bank. You have no money in the bank. Check it out, guys. That's pretty cool, right? Hold on, let me screenshot that. Screenshot. Whoop. There we go. I'm going to use you. Okay, sweet. Thank you, Arden.
At home with £0.
Unfortunately for Brandon, fighters aren't paid for these events. But through King of the Ring's success, he hopes to continue growing his profile.
Dude, JD, talk to me about what's with these drinks that the British... Because I thought the British were like hard drinking and like simple, but look at what is all that? He's got, this is like pink and it's in a plastic Pilsner glass. And this is like some sort of margarita or something like that. I don't get it. Is there a real push towards flamboyancy in the UK these days? There has to be. There has to be. Right? This is not what you should be drinking. You should be miserable drinking a Guinness with coal dust on your face, okay? Because that's what I imagine when I think of British people. Actually, Gemma here is kind of nailing it when I think of British people. But him, he needs to be.
Meanwhile, 100 miles northeast of Manchester, the fight club scene in Stockton-on-Tees is less focused on fame and fortune and more on extreme violence. Lee, whose name has been changed.
Arden Shire says, I heard they sell drinks and hollow dildos there. That's what it looks like. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me in the least bit, right? You just see some drunk as shit English dude. And he's just sucking on a big old yard cock, right? And he's all like, look at me, boys. Oh, and then they're all doing it. And it's not a joke anymore, right? When you and all your boys have the same yard cock and then you're all doing, from an outside perspective, that just looks like a bunch of gay dudes flexing on each other. I don't have a problem with, dude, I got a lot of British friends. I know a lot of very cool British people, right? But like, you don't need to do that. You don't need to all have the same joke. Yeah, you don't need that. You don't need all that. Spice it up.
Protect his identity.
Spice it up.
Works for a national retailer.
Whatever.
But like millions of other young men, he has become obsessed with watching these graphic fights.
Dude, your turtleneck is out of control. You got to reel that thing in.
I just remember just flicking through YouTube in lockdown and I come across this and I was like, what the this? I was just watching it for about 7 hours straight, just fight after fight after fight. Just everything, all the hooligans there with the masks on and everything. It's
hooligans?
Yeah, crazy, man. It's an underground, no rules fight. You can do whatever they want. Bite, eye gouge, full on, but it's just pure violence in it. Like, some people balk at MMA and stuff. This is 10 times more brutal.
Colts.
Lee was invited to attend his first ever no-rules fight by Swedish-based fight club King of the Streets. Alex Everington versus Bash Fakuri.
Swedish-based, huh? Swedish. I wonder what Europeans think of, because Americans have certain ideas of other people, like people from Texas or people from Alabama or people from like Ohio or Florida people, obviously. But I wonder what the stereotypes. I heard Austrian are a bunch of farmers. but that doesn't really seem like a stereotype. That just seems like an occupation. Are a lot of tools from Sweden? Are Germans all like sex crazed? Tell me what is the background? What is the bigotry you have? Because I know you do, right? Everybody hates everybody. That's just fair. But like, what do you think when you consider the French? I mean, maybe that's not a good start because I think they're all perverts. Like, all of them. Like, yeah. Whoa. The French are weird, dude.
In a disused warehouse in Stockton-on-Tees.
To start fighting. And they sort of get into a clinch on the side of the wall.
Yeah.
We just heard Alex writhing in pain. We didn't have a clue what had actually happened. Obviously, the fight finished. Alex wins by eye gouge.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It was just half off.
Oh, shit, you guys. That's his ear. That's his ear. And how do you win by eye gouge? There's got to be some rules, dude. And his ear is right there. So that's not...
On the camera and stuff, it looks bad, but actually there in person, it was everything I expected and more. I loved it, man.
After seeing it firsthand, Lee has taken his obsession to a new level, becoming one of the newest organisers in the no-rules fight scene. For his next fight, he's
What are you grossed out by a little ear knobs, dog?
Safety foreman.
Whoa, that was a good pop.
As a fighter. I'm more of a lover than a fighter.
Oh shit, he's throwing haymakers.
Bouts, but this will be his first no-rules fight.
I watch these zero rules fights all the time, and I've always said to myself that I need to do one.
Dude, look at this guy's ear. He can use getting some of that ear ripped off, dude. That is so much ear. That isn't look at the size of that guy's ear. Does anybody else notice that? That's a crazy ear, isn't it?
It's on my bucket list.
What? That's a lot of ear. He must have a bitch of a time finding headphones. He must really have a tough time finding headphones. That's a huge ear, brah.
But it's come at a price.
What if the other one's just like a lot smaller?
My missus, well, now my ex, funnily enough, all my stuff's in the back of the van now. I'm just being booted out today. But...
JD says Muslims got all the old school pubs closed down and converted them into mosques. Damn! Real Housewives culture has taken over, and it's Ponzi drinks all around. So Ponzi, I imagine you mean like fancy and like those margaritas and those queer ones. That is a bummer, bro. That sucks. You know what you should do? You should go into a mosque and then just start drinking. Just bring your own beer, right? And then sit down on the rug or something like that. I don't think they have furniture. And then just sit down on the rug and just start drinking. And then what are they going to do? Come up and stab you to death inside a mosque? That's okay because you have a bunch of broken bottles. So, and then you're a drunk Englishman, which is one of the most dangerous animals on the planet. I mean, they can headbutt and then drive your nose straight through the back of your skull. You don't want that. You don't want that. So, JD, you should just go into a mosque, get absolutely piss drunk, and then just start headbutting Muslims and see how many you can take out. And then draw Muhammad on a napkin. just for an extra thing.
She said, listen, I'm going to have to say it's either me or this fighting. So, obviously, I said it's this fighting.
Leighton has moved into his best mate's house on the eve of the
fight.
Hey,
Aeneas.
Last week, I was in
Headbutt Seymour Australian? You've never heard of an Irish kiss? You've never heard an Irish kiss? Or is it a Scottish kiss? Something like that. No, I've heard plenty of British people headbutting each other. Yeah, I heard that's a pretty common thing. And dude, if you get hit with a good square headbutt, especially if you're not expecting it, you're going to be out cold. That'll crack your skull, especially if it's like a big dude with a big, thick lump on his forehead, because you know he does that a lot. You know? He's got a wife at home he practices on. She got a big, thick lump on her forehead, too, though. So, yeah, a headbutt is not a cool way to go down. You just got to watch out for them because, you know, they're usually the first hit because it's hard to sneak a headbutt on somebody if you're already fighting. But if they, you're going to go down and you're going to be bleeding.
Organic, Rano. So I was having the best of stuff. This is a little one-stop shop, not up there.
I thought the British used to be like more masculine. I thought you guys like mined coal and stuff like that and like conquered countries and stuff like that. And he's like, oh, a nice little bit of avocado toast, and then I have my frilly drink with my very fat girlfriend, my fat, who wears a lot of makeup all the time, full beat all the time, right? That's got to really, but of course, because her skin has not seen the sun in many, many years. It must be sad living in a place where you only see the sun for maybe a couple weeks a year. That's all they get. But then their nights or their days, right? Their days are like 20 hours long. So that could be fun too.
She's messaged me last night saying, let me know that you haven't died on Saturday. No, it's tomorrow, mate.
Shama.
Tomorrow it is. For 10 o'clock in the
A
morning.
Glasgow kiss, thank you.
Yeah, I will do, son. All right then, kiddo. All right, son. Later, Mondo. Ciao, son.
Critical Thought says all you cares are red coat pansies. And I'm going to have to agree with her on that. It's just, come on, man. Was that the tea keeping you strong? Did somebody attack your tea supply? And now there's no tea. And so you're like, oh, we're just going to sit around and get stabbed to death by foreigners. I really shouldn't rip on the UK too much because I know it's a conspiracy why so many foreigners are showing up in your country, and it's not your fault, but it kind of is, right? In America, we don't have the same societal cohesion that you would see in like the UK or more so in like Ireland. But the Irish are like, nah, fuck that. No, we'll stab these people back. So they're actually fighting back because you know what? They've been fighting the British for literal centuries. They're not going to let a bunch of Muslims onto there. After dying to the British for hundreds of years, they're not going to be like, oh yeah, let's let all these Muslims in and stab us to death. Nah, man, they're not going to do that. For some reason, the British people, I didn't think they were going to do that, but here we are. Now most of England, the most popular name in London for a baby is Muhammad. Muhammad. You failed. You failed, Britain. You failed, UK. Feel that. Feel that. Take that in. Right? A powerful empire for centuries. Not recently, but before. And then you're just going to roll over and get stabbed to death. Okay. Whatever.
All of them.
It's just got to hurt.
Bad opinion, but and also, I
remember
didn't
what?
As well.
Memorable.
Yeah, when I was 8.
All right. All right, I'll give it. Okay. Knobs Dog sent something. I'm going to play it. We'll see what it is. All right.
Moment number 5 in World Cup history. Not sure if there's ever a proper time to pull out a headbutt, but I can tell you it's definitely not during extra time in a World Cup final. However, Zinedine Zidane disagrees. So why did he do it? Well, Italy's Marco Materazzi said something not very nice about Zidane's sister. Zizou headbutted him in the chest and was sent off halfway through extra time. Italy went on to win on penalties, and Zidane went on to retire. That's right. This was his last moment on the
Zinedine Zidane, right?
pitch as a player, a shocking end to a legendary career. The FIFA World Cup begins June 14th on Fox with complete...
Yeah, well, too bad nobody watches soccer. And if, nobody watches soccer.
At school, and I walked over to my nana's. It was a Friday afternoon, and then you walked in, and I was like, what the f going on in here?
David Thoreau says Britain really lost World War II.
Everyone crying and all that. And my granddad had to take me upstairs and say, your dad.
I'm not
Dad's
saying
had a
it.
car crash.
I'm not
He's not
saying
coming
it.
back, son. So, it tore me apart at the time. And it's still
Now,
probably-
that one is famous. Zinedine Zidane, yeah, he's the famous. There's that one, and then there's like Pele, and then there's like that newer one. That's like it. That's like 3 soccer players that I can name. You know who's actually insanely famous, like rich and famous as far as athletes go, are Formula One drivers. We don't have too much Formula One in the United States. We have NASCAR, which is, it's NASCAR, right? There's cultural roots to NASCAR, and like, you know, Daytona's right up there, and they have the Daytona 500. And when the Daytona 500 comes in town, it's a madhouse, dude. You don't go there. You don't go there. Trump flies in and stuff like, it's crazy. It's a madhouse. But like Formula One is actually pretty watchable. Formula One is pretty watchable, and it's super popular over there. And like the people who drive Formula One, they make an enormous amount of money. But the thing is, you got to be tiny. You got to be like a jockey, right? What's that one guy, Anton Senna? You know, he was a very famous Formula One driver. Died, unfortunately, in a crash. But a very famous one. But he was like a little guy. They're all small. They have to be small. But it is very entertaining, right? Because it's not like NASCAR where they just drive around in loops and stuff like that. Even though that can be watchable, it's just different. It's more dynamic of a race. You know, I would rather watch Formula One than I would NASCAR, just because it's more fun. If I was like picking between races, I'd be like rally races all day. Let me watch them. Want to see him? Let's watch.
Well, he does a bit now, but I won't be.
Because the crashes are insane. Motorcycle racing is pretty nuts too.
The only man about now who's blocking things out. You know what I mean? There'll be plenty of men out there blocking things out. So I can see why people relate that in aggression coming out. But I'm not an aggressive person. I wouldn't harm a fly. It's just
you beat people to like. Okay.
It's like I don't know.
Whatever.
Just being in a fight, absolutely. I can't explain what it does to you. Every single emotion under the sun hits you at one time. And like it's just a feeling that you'll get from nowhere else.
It's adrenaline.
Nowhere else
I
at
know
all.
the feeling. Oh, it's raining again.
It's the night before Leighton's fight, and Lee is called to take us to the secret location.
Come on, let's go.
Baja racing is pretty sick, yeah.
He's taking a big risk putting on an underground fight like this, and nobody else will know where it takes place. until a
Maradona?
couple of
What
hours
is
before.
Maradona?
I always do this the night before.
That's another race, isn't it? I'm not familiar with it though.
Do a dummy run, just in case.
What are you scared of?
I don't want to go to jail. I'm sort of facilitating 2 people trying to kill each other, aren't I? At the end of the day.
See, it's so stupid. The cops are like, there's probably an entire department at Scotland Yard that is like dedicated to these underground fights where people are enjoying themselves and actually reasonably peaceful for a large gathering of people, right? Most of the time when you have a gathering of people anywhere in Europe, a van drives through it at 90 miles an hour. Not these things. That's when the Muslims and the Christians, they get together and they watch each other beat the fuck out of you. you know, you put one and then that's how they settle it. And there's not a lot of fighting outside of that ring. But that's when the cops are like, we have to break this up. We have to really put a stop to this because this is violent. And we don't want any violence in in England. How do the UK cops get so gay? I'm not saying American cops aren't gay. I'm not saying that. No. How do the UK cops get so gay, dude? They got so gay. I know you have like who is that chief constable that looked like a 10-year-old boy? That's the one who's making everyone gay? Is that what's going on? Is that it's a female, right? But it's like a preemie or something like that. And then she's all like, "Oh, we don't want that kind of violence here in the UK." And then she sends out cops to bust stuff like this when people are getting stabbed in the playgrounds and stuff, right? People are getting stabbed all over the street. And then the cops just be like, "Well, we can't handle that. That's a political issue. That it doesn't involve us." People getting stabbed in the street. Wow. I don't think that's going to happen a lot longer. I think people have had it. I think people have absolutely had it with the administration, with the system of things, with the people that are actually running the world. I think they've kind of had it, right? And something's going to happen again. I do wonder what. Is it going to be another gigantic war? Wow. Shocking. Shocking. And then, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen, man? But I know people aren't going to put up with this much longer. People have had it, dude. People all over the world have had it. Just absolutely had it. I don't even know how Australia is, like, functioning. I have no idea how the people in Australia aren't just absolutely pissed. Because I wouldn't give a shit if there was kangaroo on my money. If things were cool and everything was peaceful, I would think that was cute. I'd be like, look, we have a roo on our dollar bill. And then I trade it for beers. Not now. No. I'd be like, I can't own a gun. I can't do anything without being watched. I'm constantly tagged and photographed, and everything I do has to go through the government. The government has to know everything I do. Even my views have to be recorded and somehow put in some sort of dossier for me. Yeah, no. If I was Australian, I would be extremely uncomfortable with the state of my society at this point. The UK too. At least I'm a little more comfortable being American. Not a lot. Not a lot. But a little bit more comfortable. But people here have had it too. People here have had it. Oh, yes, they have. Oh, yes, they have. And I don't think it's going to last a lot longer. And that's a good thing, but that's also a bad thing. Because the people in control of the world, they're not going to just let it go, right? They will burn it to the ground before they let go of power, which is pretty much the plan. And so that's what's going to happen. Get out of the city. Get out of the city. Get out of the city. Get out of the fucking city. Get out of the city. Get out of the city. As far as you can. If you want to go to like a small town, that's probably the best option. I wouldn't go out to like the center of Montana with a bunch of beans and a rifle because, I mean, you'll be okay, but like, you also might not be okay, right? You can get eaten by a bear just as easily. So a small, let's call it a hamlet, is probably your best option. Just saying, get the fuck out of London, right? I don't know why you'd want to be here. I'm not in London. Be there with all the Mohammeds being born. I wonder if the UK... Oh, man, they would not like my stream, would they? They wouldn't like my stream at all. I should probably stay out of the UK. That'd probably be a good idea. Yeah. I'm going to do that.
So,
I'm going to do that.
Literally, in and out, let's go. We can't be hanging around here. Let's go.
The last fight that Lee had at this location has over 16 million views online. But unlike other fight organisers, Lee isn't in it for the money.
This is the spot. I remember just being sat there, fucking lost over there. This is how I found this place 14 months ago. Yeah, that's that exact fucking block pillar there. I was deep in drug addiction, homelessness. If somebody who's watching this sees the violence, sees
JD Grabs says, rugby is played by real men. American football is played by gay men. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit in my chat. Don't do that shit. Because that's what they're trying to do, is to divide people on things that don't fucking matter. That's a division where a division does not need to exist. Right? You play gay football and we play manly rugby. Oh, yeah? Everyone's getting stabbed to death by Muslims. Right? Black people are flooding neighborhoods. And like, you know, when was the last time London had a white mayor? Stop talking about football. Everybody stop fucking talking about football. Football is gay. I'm not saying it's not. It's super gay. So is rugby, though, honestly. And they're all just distractions. They're distractions from what is the real issue. Just drink your booze and watch your sports ball, right? Don't do that. Don't do that shit. It's all gay. Can we all agree it's all 100% gay? Cricket is baseball. Baseball is cricket. Who fucking cares? Okay? It does not matter. These are divisions that should not exist. I mean, they can, for sure, but people make them their entire lives. Oh, yeah, you're a Patriots fan? Yeah, go back to whatever you gay tard wad. That's childish, right? There is so much bigger problems going on right now. There's so much bigger problems than gay-ass football, gay-ass baseball, or hockey, or whatever stupid sport you follow. And I'm not saying that you aren't allowed to follow a sport. Everyone wants to have a distraction and stuff, right? Have it. Have it, you know, fucking drink your beer. Do that. But don't think this is the world, right? All that matters is my football and my beer, right? And then that's what you do. You look at your beer and you look at the football, and then you fight anybody who happens to be on the side of another team. That's gay, dude. That's even gayer than what they're doing on the field. That is way gayer. And then a bunch of people fight, and then you're just playing into people's hands. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that in my chat.
He's the brutalness of it. It was a lot more brutal when I was sat there thinking of killing myself. From that.
How? Oh, I guess ropes are still legal. Are ropes legal in England? Hey, JD, look. See? I have a knife. I have a gun here, too. Somewhere. I have a knife. Look, it's pointy. And it's sharp. And then, you know, I didn't have to, you know, have a big-ass background check for me to get this. No, I ordered it on Amazon. And it's like a hefty bitch, too. If anybody's interested, it's called an 8010. I recommend it. It's a very good knife. But I didn't have, like, the cops come to my door because I ordered a knife on Amazon. Worry about that, JD. Worry about that. You know? Don't be like, oh, we're trying to stop knife crime. No. Be like, we're trying to stop the Muslims from stabbing people. Be like that. Because obviously it's not the other way around. All right? Don't say knife crime. Say the Muslims are stabbing people. Oh, but that's insensitive. Yeah, so is stabbing people. So is stabbing people. Stabbing people is pretty insensitive. Can we agree on that? When you stab somebody, you don't really care. You're not like empathizing with them. I know you had a hard day. Shink, 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 shink. They don't give a fuck about you, man. They don't give a fuck about you. Do the same back.
I've met an amazing girlfriend. I've got a full-time steady job. I'm doing better with my son. Building bridges with people. And this has got something to do with it. The guys that are coming tomorrow, don't judge me. They're like-minded people to me. A lot of the guys have struggled with stuff. And this is sort of a way out. Although I don't actually fight myself, I get a sense of belonging. And some people say it's horrible. To an extent it is, yeah, but like I said,
would you bang a homeless guy if he was no longer homeless like this guy, he's like, who seems to have pulled his life together because he, from Bloodsport and shit like that. So he's probably making good money. But let's not say he's making good money. He's just a normal, everyday dude. Would you bang a homeless guy, an ex-homeless guy, if he was like, he had a bad streak, man. He had a bad streak. He was sleeping under bridges for a long time. Would you bang that guy and like date him and stuff? Is she still here?
Feeling and stuff.
Another woman can answer. It might just be dudes tonight, though. I'm fine with that.
The feeling tomorrow out stood here, it's intense, man. Someone's going to be getting...
Oh, Thought says, I have banged a formerly homeless guy. I myself am formerly homeless. You're a girl. That doesn't count. How many homeless women are out there? Not a lot, right? Not, I mean, there is homeless women, but dude, they deserve it. 100% they deserve it. But there's really not a lot of If you're a homeless woman, you are choosing to be homeless. You understand? There's a million women's shelters all across the country, and there's no men's shelters. There might be one in like Kansas or something like that, if I remember right. But no. There's a million women's shelters all across the country. You just walk there and say, yeah, I'm homeless and I'm a woman. And they'll be like, yeah, come on in. And there you go. You're good to go. So that's why there's not a lot of homeless women out there. There's not the same benefits for homeless guys. And I'm not saying there should be. I don't really care. But there is a discrepancy in the genders when it comes to homelessness. That is a very fair statement. Isn't it? Isn't everyone nod your head? Yes, it is. Okay.
Getting their head stumped into that tomorrow, or choked unconscious there. It's a sobering thought now, but what you're going to experience tomorrow will stay with you forever, man.
Knobsack says Bahama John is right. We should unite around professional cycling. I didn't say that. I never said that. No. That's the most boring of the races. Yeah, that's the most boring. Like, even like the Iron Man is more exciting because at least they have like a few things they do. Cycling is just like, oh, look, this guy's having a pleasant bike ride through France. Boo. Boo, dude. Boo. I wouldn't boo. No, I don't care how far you can cycle. I don't give a shit how far you can cycle. Can I say that again? Because I don't care how long you can ride a bike. I don't. Not even a little bit. I don't even understand why people... Is it only cyclists? Is there like a dedicated group of fans that, oh, I didn't cycle or anything like that. I'm a big fan of the sport. Do they exist? I don't think they do. Because that shit is a yawn fest. No, thank you. What? Live Strong, Armstrong, whatever. Don't care about him. Don't care that he cheated. You know, if they all cheated, it would be better. And I'm pretty sure they all did. I don't care about cheating in sports. I don't. I mean, when it comes to physical, like doing steroids and like making yourself into a superhuman, even though it reduces your lifespan to 35 years. I don't care about that. You're making millions of dollars. There's got to be a trade-off somewhere. Okay? There's got to be a trade-off somewhere. So yeah, do all the steroids you can and lift like a Volkswagen Beetle over your head and throw it 50 yards. I will watch. I will watch, especially as you have a heart attack right then and there. And then they just cart your body off, drag you off the field, or just dump you into a pit somewhere. I'm fine with sports, but sports these days sucks. Sports in the modern era fucking sucks. It's gay, it's lame, everything's a fix. Everything's owned by like rich billionaires that are all like making deals and like fixing games in the background and stuff like that. And we just have to gamble on who's fixing what game. It's boring. It's not a sport unless someone dies every time. Bring back gladiators. Bring back gladiators. Give one a bastard sword. Give one a net. And then, what the hell? Throw a lion in the mix just for fun. Just for fun. I will watch that every day. And I will wear whatever dude's name on the back of my shirt, even though that's a super gay thing to do. On the back of my shirt, and I'll be like, yeah, Gladius, cut his fucking head off. I'll get drunk and stuff like that. It'll be a great time. I'm not going to wear the shirt, though. That's so gay, dude. Why are you wearing another man's shirt? Like another, what? That's so gay. Unless you possibly have the same last name as him. Don't do that. That's gay. That's some gay shit, bro. And I will fight I will fight a drunken football fan. I will. I promise you I will. I'll go and be like, hey, you're gay. And he'll be like, you're what? And then I will kumite his ass. I will. I studied under Steven Seagal, so you know I'm pretty good. Yeah. Hey, Obedient.
We've been investigating the new boom of
Obedient says dressage is a man's sport. Okay. Okay.
Following the preparations for
the little galloping horses? Yeah, okay.
Very different events.
Yeah, you're right.
And
You're
now
right.
the fights are fast approaching.
Speaking of
last-minute help from Alex Etherington.
Speaking of awesome shirts, hold on. Sorry, I should have set that up first. There we go. Speaking of awesome shirts, I would like to show you our very own Sulk line of sweet shirts made by certain people in our chat. We have the potato shirt, the delete yourself bundle of 6, Sulkster, the classic Sulkster, the Sulkamania, KSW, the Eat the Slop, which I think was designed by our own Critical Thought. I'm not a sex, or it's not a sex cult, which is right here. That's a really good one. MK Sulkstra. So go on down to the Incredible Sulk store on Bonfire and pick up a shirt, and you're going to look great. There, I had to do a plug. Ardent, did you get that? Are you here with me, Ardent? Buy a potato shirt, for God's sakes. Or whatever one. It really doesn't matter to me. I mean, I don't have all of them, but I would like a few of them. You know, I'm going to do this pitch a couple more times, and then we're going to hammer it out. Me and Arden are working on stuff, and so, you know, this is a work in progress. This isn't a professional operation in the least bit. And if you think it is, then you're just fucking retarded. Back to the show.
A no rules legend who had his ear
So
bitten
buy a
off
shirt,
while
you
leading
fucking
the
retard.
Fucking Tyson over here.
Hey,
What's that
Brandon.
in there, like?
It's a little like alcohol solution because it's been like a year, so it's
Yeah.
still sound.
Just a little souvenir. Bam, bam, bam.
You get a takedown on concrete floor, back of your head.
Yeah, the MK Sulkstra. Who designed that? I forget somebody. Somebody designed that, and I forget who it was.
Yeah.
You
Oh, I
killed
should
some
put the
dude
link in the
accidentally.
chat,
His
shouldn't I?
family's going to get involved.
Oh,
Obviously.
shit, sorry.
You're going to be picked up.
I'll
You know
put the
whether you
link in
can.
the chat.
You willing to kill someone and go to jail over this? Are you willing to die over this?
Oh,
you know.
When you put it like
I
that.
want to make new shirts. But I just don't have time. And I honestly, I like the shirts that you guys make better. And I like having viewer input on the shirts. So if you guys want to make a graphic or something like that and send it to me, I will absolutely do that. I'm just saying, I am open to that. Thought made 2 of them. Thought made and I think she actually made the space potato. Did you make the space potato shirt too, Thought? I know she made the Eat the Slop one and the ever popular It's Not a Sex Cult. I've actually sold a number of these. So, thank you, Thought. And keep them coming if you want. You know, I'm not forcing you to do anything yet.
I know combat sports aren't safe, but compared to this, Tea Party.
Knobstock says, is there a plain black shirt? No. Does the Pope sell Pope hats? Does he? Is he like, hey, you want to be a Pope too? No. Fuck off, Knob.
Yeah, anything can go wrong, anything. You need to go in there thinking, right, I could die here, so I'm either going to get ready to die or ready to kill someone. That's it.
While Leighton gets his mind and body.
Usually neck tats are a little bit too much, but I think his neck tats are tastefully done. Still, don't get neck tattoos. But I like his. His look good. But don't get neck tattoos because you might not get a good one. You probably won't get a good one.
But you're right. Back in Manchester, it's the morning of the fight. And Brandon is taking...
Obedient says, I have some vacay coming up. I will make some Sulk items John can review for... Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Obedient. That'll be great.
Feeling pretty nervous, but also confident.
I will never sell plain black t-shirts. I will never sell them. I have hundreds of them. And I could sell them. I could sell pre-worn. Would you buy that? Would you buy a shirt that was worn on this show? Because I could sell every single one and still have hundreds left. Would you guys do that? I get pit stains. Okay? So, would you guys buy this for $27.99? Would you buy this? And I'll send it to you. I'll do that. I swear to God, if you want to buy this shirt, I'll sell it to you. You just got to send me your address and the money and stuff like that, and I will send it off. And then if you want to do that, you can do that. And then have an official, I'll sign the bitch for, if you want. Or just leave it blank. A lot of people will, put it on their pillow and then, cuddle with it at night. I don't care. I don't care. Just don't steal my DNA or anything, all right? Or whatever. It's your shirt. You do you.
So fly away as soon as I step into the ring. So the old me, the one that was in high school, would definitely be...
Critical Thought says, I can't wear my Daywave Cunnilingus shirt without attracting the wrong kind of attention. She says, walking around with her big fake tits. Seriously.
You wouldn't have seen me doing this.
Oh no.
He was like a quiet kid in school.
You're silly.
Trying to get by, but he was getting picked on, and it'd get me down most of the time because I'd be thinking, why are they doing this? They walk home with a black eye or a broken nose.
I'm gonna sell this. I'm gonna sell these shirts. And I bet you some weird, maybe Mando will pop in the chat, and then she'll be like, "Yeah, I want your hunky juice shirts, hundreds of them." And then she'll just keep them in her house. She's like a serial killer or something. I hope she watches this. Hey, Amanda, do you want to buy my shirts? I sweat in all of them. Everyone. Every single one. Because I just can't stop sweating. It's winter.
Someone would be like, oh, what's going on? If it was me now walking towards them, then it'd be like, I'll take you all on.
Banger coming, right?
Let's see
people, it's your boy Rem Diz. Make sure you get down today. 2 p.m. doors are opening. We've got another banger for you. 10 plus fights. We've got the grub. And you got a chance to win a one-off on the punch machine competition. Make sure you get there. You know what it is. We're getting it in. Near enough 250,000 people all just tuning in just to see what Rem Diz has got to say. It is unbelievable, to be fair. When they actually sit back and just think about it, it's like, wow.
You guys want to make an NFT of my black shirt? Like an NFT of a picture of my shirt. That's a non-fungible token. Okay. Do I get one? Do I get an NFT? Or is it just to be traded? Is this like that Sulk coin that we've been talking about? Oh yeah, I'm making a meme coin, and I 100% plan on doing a rug pull. So if you buy it, you're asking for it. That's my pitch. When Sulk coin comes out, hashtag Sulk coin, comes out, then any money that you choose to invest in that Sulk coin will disappear overnight. I guarantee you. I hard guarantee you. Hashtag Sulk coin.
Wow. A million miles from the hype of YouTube and TikTok.
Yeah, and zero fungibleness. Zero fungibility.
To stay under the radar.
All right, mate.
You can't funge it.
Get out the car and I'll pick you up.
Unfungible.
No, I can't have any cars outside the thing. That's what I'm saying.
In order to
I don't know
keep
what
his
you're
upcoming
saying.
fight away from the eyes of the police, Lee sends a different meeting point to every carefully vetted attendee.
The risk is it's fucking ginormous. What if the police turn up? Yes, bro, what's happening? Where? The bit wasn't like this last night, was it? I'm gonna go and get later now.
How do we feel about Sulk the white branded things? I don't care, man. If you want to make a cool design, make a cool design. And then we'll see what happens. Bahama John is the Firefest of Rumble. How? How? Am I promising you over the top like glamour and like glamping and like, oh, the biggest stars will be there, and then Ja Rule will be living it up, and then I just refuse to feed you anything more than like a piece of cheese and lettuce? How am I Firefest? I don't think I'm over promising anything. I don't. I mean, I wish I was, and then you guys would send me like thousands of dollars just to be disappointed. I can do that. I can disappoint you. But you got to pay. You got to pay for that disappointment. How am I like Firefest at all? I am waiting. Let me know.
There's loads of reasons that go around in my head why I'm doing this. Just a small percentage is because of my dad. He was a fighter himself, but obviously I've only got a few memories, but like one of the memories is like he's coming home and me and my mum having to pick a glass out of his head because someone had fucking put a bottle over his head.
Thought says, yes, when I joined, you promised me Ja Rule, and all I got was potato. No, you got neither of those things. I didn't promise you either Ja Rule or potato, right? Honestly, I'd have a tougher time getting you potato than Ja Rule. Ja Rule doesn't seem like he's doing much these days. But I didn't promise you shit, Thought. I'm sorry, I didn't. I didn't promise you a thing. You slapped me on the head, though. Remember that? Remember that? I was driving the boat down the canal, and you saw a rope swing. You smacked me in the head and said, stop. I was like, ah! Yeah. That was a fun day, but it was weird.
Imagine how fucking rowdy.
That was a fun, weird day.
I know he'll be fucking looking down and thinking, you mad little bastard.
Jeez.
Hit
us up next time you're in town.
Muay Thai fighter
All right?
Brian Morrow.
Come hang out.
4 stone heavy.
If you're
anything,
come
goes
on
in
down.
this no rules fight.
We miss
with
you,
the
Thought.
loser being the first person to surrender or be knocked unconscious.
It was an instinct. I'm sorry. Jess got mad at you. Jess got mad at you.
You ready, boys? Yeah? Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Right, get out, boys. It's hard.
Onia says, John promised us nothing and he did nothing. John always keeps his promises. That's going to be my platform. When I run for office, maybe not mayor, but like president or king or something. King sounds good. When I'm running for king, that my platform will be vote for me or die. So it's not really a voting system. There's a lot of kinks I have to work out, okay? We're just hammering out the details. But we're shooting for 2035. Oh. Oh! Yo, bro. Oh, that's a good hold. It's over. It's over. It's over. Dude, look at that dude. He's got like, what? He's got like 40 pounds on you. And that's like good, strong muscle. And you're kind of thin. You didn't have a good, nah, man. That was a bad pairing. You should have known he was going to beat your ass.
Can't we go against them? Shy. I wanted to try and keep it on my feet as long as I can. He took me down straight away and choked me out. But size difference was just mental. Like, just fucking let me look like a mountain there.
Yeah, dude, he's a lot bigger than you. There's no way there's no way you had any chance in that fight. I mean, he did, but it's just like, That's a lot of weight. And weight is important, right? Weight is in a fight like this, weight is a lot more important than reach, in my opinion, right? Because in boxing or something, reach is more important than it usually is. But something like this, you need to throw your weight around. Doesn't mean that weight's the end all be all, right? You need strength, you need speed, you need to get in like certain positions and stuff like that. So even flexibility will help you. But dude, I wouldn't have taken that fight.
I was expecting to be coming out my face like covered in blood, my face in mess.
It's not a movie about synthol. This is about street fighting. Have you not been? You've only been listening to me, haven't you? Good.
So I don't think it has scratching it. You know
You want to show that fight again? Okay. All right, from the top, boys. Oh! Whoa! With a thunder kick coming out of the gate. Hold on.
Anything goes in this no rules fight.
Watch that, dude. I'm surprised that didn't just burst his kidneys. His kidneys. There's two of them. Kaboom! Oh, shit, dude. Oh, no. That was a good kick. I mean, that was a good to the guts kick, dude. I bet that after that, the fight was over. The fight was over. Oh, no, but he's coming back. He's squirrely. He's squirrely. Oh, big boy's kicking, too. See, look at the difference in size here, right? Not only does he have the girth and stuff like that, but he also has like a couple inches of height, which is, I mean, but you don't have any weight behind you. These chicken skin, look at these little chicken legs. Do you guys need me to show you my legs again? Do you need me to show you my legs again? Because I'll show you my legs. If you guys want, just go ahead and say in the chat that you demand to see my legs again, and I'll show you my legs again. But this guy's got little chicken legs, right? You need more power. You need to do some squats or something. Oh, the turnaround. Oh, here it comes. Oh. Okay, takes him to the ground. Oh, and then there's, oh, right there. Oh, it's... Oh, yeah, that didn't last long. Right there. Yeah. No, good. I mean, you gave it your all, bro. And seriously, and then they walked away. They walked away as competitors, and I have to respect that. He didn't be like, I mean, sportsmanship counts. Sportsmanship counts. So, bravo to the thinner guy. Honestly, for even having the balls to take that on, because you did not have the odds in that match. But good for you for getting your ass beat, because a couple of those shots, like the one to the ribs, that punch to the ribs, he's going to feel that tomorrow. And that thunder kick right to his fucking sternum. Whew. Ow.
Shy. I wanted to try and kick on my feet as long as I
do they make money, or like why though? Yeah, they make a lot of money. I thought they make a lot of money.
He took me down straight away and choked me out. But size difference was just mental. Like, just fucking let me look like a mountain there. I was expecting to be coming out my face like covered in blood, my face in mess. So I don't think it has scratching it. You know what I mean? Don't think it has scratched my itch for this zero.
Not for this fight. Not for the. They're not getting paid for this fight, but they're doing, I don't know, a way undercard fight. But the people who actually fight, they do get paid, but they're not a lot. I mean, it's like $1,000 or something for a fight, which if you don't have anything, that's okay money.
Fucking gutted.
The fight may have lasted.
They do. See, I'm just explaining it, and you're just way far behind. Listen to Cult Leader thought. Cult Leader knows. Cult Leader knows better than Knob, especially. Knob's fucking retarded. But he's a big fan. So it kind of tracks.
Less than a minute, but it's been everything to leave.
What?
I love it. feeling important and stuff, and like I say, belonging, if that makes sense. It saved my life, so if I stop doing this, do I slip back into old habits?
You'd have to get paid at least 50 mil to sign up for CTE. Okay, well, these guys don't assume they're going to get CTE, but they should, right? They should. CTE happens after like decades, not decades, but several years in a sport like football where you're continuously getting hit in the head. And like, I don't think these guys, their careers don't last that long. However, if you get knocked out enough, dude, you're gonna CTE, and then your life is just ruined. I mean, if I'm going into something knowing I'm getting CTE'd, I'm not doing it. The $50 million is useless to me because then I'm just gonna be a mental mess and then shoot myself in the chest and then write a note that says study my brain, dude. No, I'm not gonna do that. $50 million isn't any good if you're fucking like dead or you want to be dead or you should be dead. It's not going to do me any good, so why would I do it? Right?
It was bad enough last year, but if I'd got anywhere near like that again, there wouldn't be any...
Knobs Dog says cute. Oh, he means CTE.
So maybe I need to keep doing this.
Damn, autocorrect!
Yeah. Maybe I need
yeah, your phone has a bad case of
While
cute.
emerges from the shadows and returns to his day job, back in Manchester, people are gathering to
Manchester,
the star of King of the Ring.
Hold on, let's say Manchester. Nah, JD, can you say Manchester?
Unlike under the motorway,
I hate that accent. I hate your accent, JD.
which
Never heard
each
you in my
fighter must
life.
sign a medical waiver. These bouts have 3 one-minute rounds, with Rems acting as referee, deciding who wins. Now, with his cameras...
Knob says Thought has an old people waterbed. No. Nobody has waterbeds anymore. Waterbeds weren't even like a good thing when they were popular. Nobody liked waterbeds. That's not...
rolling. Rems is ready to put on a show.
We've got a good few fights for you, all fight of the night worthy. You know what it is. We're getting it in. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
No heavyweights want to go first. So
Yeah. Oh! There's something so primal about watching two dudes fight. And it's just like, you ever see Idiocracy when they're like trying to get away from the police and then like the car bursts into flames and then everyone starts crowding around like, yeah, it's something like that. There's something very animalistic about watching two dudes fight and you're all like, okay, which one's okay? And then one like gets a good shot and then you're like, oh my God. Oh my God. His mom's going to be so sad. It's beautiful. There's something really, that's why I was so pissed about that Tyson Paul fight. What was that shit, dude? That was bullshit. That made me mad. I stayed up to watch that. I went all through all that undercard bullshit to watch that fight, and they're just like, oh, you win. Fuck that noise. That shit was a work, dude. Boo to both of them. Fuck you, Paul brothers. And Mike Tyson, you're still cool. I don't want to piss Mike Tyson off. But fuck you, Paul brothers. I'll fight you. I will fight you. I'll fight whatever, the Jake one, or I'll fight both of you. I don't give a shit. Yeah, that fight was a work.
Big shot, lad. You did good, man. Let's go.
Jake Paul, if Jake Paul ever hears this, Jake Paul, I will fight you if you want to like work something out. It doesn't even have to be like a big ass match in an arena. I'll go to an underpass and we'll take off our shirts and I'll fucking hand you your own ass. How about that, Jake? You're going to end up like that dead guy you found in the forest. Yep. That's going to be you. Hit me up. I'm dead fucking serious, too. I will fight him.
Start feeling dizzy or sick, just give me a shout, alright?
Let's go.
Knob says that girl fight was the best one that night, and that's really disappointing. I actually skipped that one because I'm like, I'm not going to watch girls fight. But apparently it was the best fight of the night, and that sucks, dude. That's sad. I mean, at least good for Tyson making $20 million. But if you look at the rules of that fight, like, he was going to get paid less if he knocked him out. He was going to get paid less if he won. It was so obviously a work. And it's like, it's so dishonest. And I know, like, what's it matter if you're dishonest as long as you make money? I get that. It still sucks. It still sucks, dude. Most people don't think it was a work. Most people don't know what it was work. Hold on. Can we look at this treasure right here? Look at that treasure. Oh, she's like, oh, she's got her beer in her hand. Oh. Anyways, I'm sure she's not terrible to live with. And here, what were you doing at the pub all night? Nam, 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 nam. Shut up. See? She looks like she can take a punch, though. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Was this Homer Simpson just taking the licks, dude? Hold on. Watch that. Oh, shit. Dude, that was just, you just watched this guy losing IQ points. Just 1, 2, 3, dude. It's room temperature now. It was probably room temperature before, but now it's like a chilly room. Yeah, he's stupid now. That was a really good combo. That was actually one of the most impressive combos I've ever seen. Hold on. One more time. One more time for the ladies in the back. Boom! Oh, and he kind of walked it off. And he won, dude. After that combo to the face, this dude's a lunker. You're going to see more of him. You're going to see more of this guy, I promise. Dude, whoa. Holy shit. I have to watch it again. I really do. I have to watch it again. That was gorgeous. It was gorgeous.
I was somewhere else. Either it's somewhere else or here. And I'd rather be here taking punches than out there doing other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, you're living, I mean, you chose the proper career path. You can take a punch like that. You can take a 3-hit combo right to the chin like that. And you're just like, huh? And then you just walk it off and then win the fight. You chose the right career field, my friend. And what is your name? Grandma. Okay, I don't think that's his name.
I'm off the floor and I'm back again.
But that's sweet. You love your grandma.
And finally, it's Brandon's turn.
Thought says, do these guys make it in UFC? Probably. I mean, Kimbo Slice didn't he? Kimbo Slice started fighting people in people's backyards, and then he became like a real serious fighter. So I think they have a chance, like a very real possibility of ending up in the UFC if that's, if the right things happen, dude. You don't just end up in the UFC. You really have to, you have to fight. You have to be good at fighting. But yeah, probably. Oh, here comes the black one. Straight from Namibia.
Right fighter, ready. Let's go.
Oh, damn, dude. Oh, yeah. Oh, dude. You're losing. You're losing. And his girlfriend's like, mm-mm. See, what's really cool is that these guys have zero form. There's no form. These are just haymakers, right? And they're just going ape shit on each other, which is actually better in my opinion. I think that's a more fun fight to watch. Like, what would you rather watch? Like a schoolyard brawl, like this kind of like a street fight, or like some gay Logan, like Paul Tyson fight where they're just like, let's do this for, 9 rounds and then, okay, we're good. That wasn't a fight. That wasn't a fight. I was hoping Jake Paul was going to die. And honestly, I know Mike Tyson's like 70 years old. If Mike Tyson was like, all right, I'm going to kill this cracker's ass. He would murder Jake Paul. He would punch him once and his head would fly off of his shoulders. Mike Tyson was like the greatest heavyweight boxer of all time. Jake Paul, there's no fucking way. There's absolutely no, unanimous decision. Get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry. That one had to hurt the ego. Oh, that had to hurt the ego. Let's watch that one again. Oh. Oh, boy. Wow, dude. That was a good slip.
We're doing this one.
You're getting bloodied, Governor. And obviously the black guy won, dude. I mean, he won fair and square. This isn't a time for racism, okay? The black guy was clearly the better fighter here. And he whipped your cracker ass. So there you go. There he is. Now, I mean, you can compete with him in other factors, like staying out of jail. I bet you're going to win the long haul on that one. No, but good fight. Good fight. Both of them, good fight. But he took you to task, and she is turned off.
Took some heavy blows. Don't know if you can tell, but again, I can't do this right now. I can't even think.
No, you got your ass beat. And that's okay. That's acceptable. I mean, it's not, though.
Yeah, 1st of October. Safe, man.
As Brandon swallows his pride and the crowd disperse.
See, I don't even get, I can't even do ads. It's not even giving me ads. I was going to do an ad read because, like, no one's donating. So I was like, well, maybe he'll make 80 cents doing an ad read. Nope.
Rem's already planning how today's contest will elevate him to the next level.
Knobs Dog says she's looking at that black dude. Yeah, so these are, I don't know what you call UFC chicks, these fight chick girl. There's got to be a term for them, right? But they have no honor. They have no honor. They're looking for a paycheck too.
I think you have that moment which, like, you see during the fight and you just know, eureka moment. People are going to be replaying
Look at that. Holy shit, that big oaf is just boom, 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 boom. Okay. Right? Are you half troll? Like, who was your grandfather, like some sort of, like a large troll that lived under a bridge and like just got punched for a living? Holy shit, dude. I don't even know how that's possible.
You have that moment.
We're going to watch that again. Watch this. Hold on. Can I slow it down? Please let me slow it down. Playback speed. Half. Okay.
Oh, eureka moment.
Boom, 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 boom. Dude. Holy shit. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit. Holy shit, bro. Put this guy against the black guy. That's a better fight. That's a better fight. The tall, skinny one was not going to cause him any problems. But this guy who just gets, this big dumb oaf who just gets punched. Yes, dude. I want to know this guy's name. I want to know this guy. I will be his fight promoter. I will wear a big furry coat with big old gold chains and weird hair and be like, ha ha, my boy is going to win this fight. Yes, sir. That came off a little slave ownerish. But what's the difference?
Buzzing. I'm just going to carry on going until KOTI is in every city, and I'm doing events and shows in AO arenas and O2s. I'm just going to keep pushing. I don't see a stop.
He fuels up from hits like it's like one of those like a rage meter, and then he you hit the two R1 and R2, and then or R1 and L1, and then he power moves, right, and he goes and then his super punch, and then the guy dies.
It's just keep going.
There's no getting away from the shocking violence
Yeah,
of
Bahama
the
John
underground
King,
fight club
exactly.
scene, with many young men putting their lives on the line. But in spite of the huge risks, these events are also tapping into something that some men feel they can't get anywhere else, whether through fighting,
Oh,
organizing.
big chubster. Look at all the Muslims in the crowd, dude. JD. Dude, go fight these people.
Or watching online. From being able to express their
A
masculinity
limit break.
and finding
Pamunky says a limit break. You playing Final Fantasy, Pamunky? You playing Final Fantasy? Is that what it is? A limit break? You playing Cloud with his big old sword? Final Fantasy 7. How's your God? I haven't played that game in so long. Yeah, but that's what you're referring to.
a sense of belonging.
London is the new Mecca. No, that's not how Mecca works.
Big time.
They still all face one direction. And, yeah. Couldn't you just face any direction, though? I mean, if you have to point towards Mecca, we're on a round ball. You could just point any direction. Well, maybe not. No, you have to point in a certain direction.
For many, this outweighs the dangers and keeps them coming back for more.
Can someone make a chat gif of that dude getting punched? Yes. Dude, fucking Ardent, can you do that? Or somebody else. Somebody do that. Because that is ridiculous. That is insane, dude.
I'll be devastated.
That is insane. And I'm sure it didn't even, change his day. He's just, tough, dude. That's like a coal miner, right? He's all like, damn. That's blowing my mind how you just take hits like that. That was a 5-hit combo directly to the face. He didn't even lift his hands. He's just like, okay. Big lummox.
For the next couple of days. By Monday, I'll be sound. I'm lucky that I've got the rematch already lined up. I make sure I fucking hard every single day.
7-hit combo.
Can't get beaten this next one. That's no option at all. I wouldn't be able to leave it like the way
that's
that
wild, dude.
I wouldn't be able to leave it like that.
Dude, you're not gonna. You need to put on some muscle. You need to put on some serious muscle, dude. Because the contenders here, especially the big Homer Simpson oaf that's getting punched in the face for a living, he'll tire you out. There's no way. You need to really change up your stats, bro. You really, really do. And I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that. It's just it's not all about heart. You know, there is a physical aspect to this. Everyone's got heart, right? But you need the rest of it.
I'm the Me and you fight, rematch. I want it. You see this?
See, you're gonna get devastated. You're gonna get like raped in the ring, and it's gonna be super non-con. You know, it's gonna be like, yo.
Glove, got your name written all over it. And when it hits you on the chin, next time we fight, I can promise you, it's not going to be the same result. I'm training, and you're going to lose.
Oh my God, he's not gonna win. He'll never win. He's just not. Anyways, guys, that guy's gonna die. He's gonna die. He's probably dead by now, right? He's definitely dead by now. Check out the Sulk Stream store. Buy some shirts and rep the brand MK Sulkster. Be a cult member and do the cult member things. Wear robes and scare people at night. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being you. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed watching tonight's episode of people just getting the tar beat out of them, which I did. I enjoyed that. And I enjoyed our little talk. So, I hope you guys have a good night. I hope you guys stay strong, stay faithful, do what your purpose is, right? And if it's not fighting, don't feel bad for that. Don't feel bad for that. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Stay strong, stay valiant, make me proud every day. Hit the gym, drink some water, get a good night's sleep, and take care of yourselves because I care about you too. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you. Good night.
I'm an incredible soul, unhinged and unleashed like a bulldog's fierce growl. I'm spitting fire, burning through these trees, questioning the world, unraveling conspiracies. Talking about Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster too. Government lies that feeding me their goo. I'm diving deep into this rabbit hole, uncovering the truth, setting fire to their control. I got small nipples, but my voice is loud, roaring like thunder in this crazy crowd. They say I'm crazy, but I call it woke. Unraveling the madness with every word I spoke.